Chat GPT. We're reading it, we're watching it, and some are even dating it. And it's outsmarting everyone. Welcome to Soul Spy University, where your souls can run free and your minds are free to expand. Today, we will be getting into what the hell ChatGPT even is and what it's doing with us. But first, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It honestly means the absolute world to us, each and every one of you. You have no idea. We want to keep existing for you. So every subscriber means the world to us. Every share means the absolute world to us. Likes, amazing. And we have a donation link in the description box in case any of you get anything out of us at all. No little is too little. It means the world to my heart. You have no idea. Anyway, yeah, this Chat GPT. Apparently, you could tell it to do anything. Write poetry, do art, write essays, do your homework, date your brother. So yeah, there's a lot to be said about this. Yes, yes, a lot to be said. So what do you think? What do you think of all this, Tommy? Like, this is nuts. I mean, it's really taking over. Elon said it's scary good. And it's just, I mean, whew, tell it to
Yeah,
write books.
I've heard like not just it's like it's being create like every company now is going it's a race to create like a chat TP whatever uh bot. Facebook is making it right now for Metaverse, or whatever they're called now. And all these companies are just they're trying to create something and it feels a little dangerous.
Yeah, apparently Facebook did, Metaverse did create something, and prior to that, somebody did create something. But what happened was somebody got in the wrong hands, it made inappropriate comments and all sorts of things. Now they have something to regulate that. So, guys, it's a type of generative AI, open AI, that can technically, what that means is it can generate new content. The dilemma that's actually going on right now is that it doesn't actually generate new content. It pulls from what's already out there, and people are having an outroar and lawsuits already that it's their content being pulled. On another level, I'm just worried, like, is this going to stifle creativity? Like, it can
Absolutely.
it can go either way.
I think so. I think absolutely. How can you can like honestly, how can an artist compete with a AI that literally has billions of references to create whatever you can imagine? Meanwhile, an artist paints something. It's like, look at this, and then the computer's like, I've made that in 1,000 different versions, and they're all better.
Exactly. Honestly, guys, the reason why I'm not an artist now, aside from my stick figures, just kidding, but I really did, was born really good at art. And by the time you could actually start going in that direction in school, it was all about virtual this, technical that, virtual everything. And honestly, that's like anti what I enjoy. Like, I like doing art because it's like paint and colors, and I didn't want to mess with technology. And at that point, brain injury and all. It's like, please. But
You're
you know,
telling me I have a photography freaking degree, and guess what? Worth nothing once the camera came along. The camera does it.
oh yeah,
These phones do everything for you, and I'm sitting there with one of the old schools, like click, and the camera's like click, 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 click. Would you like 100 different versions and make everything look better for you? And I'm like, well, that was a waste of money.
yep. Yeah, I have a journalism degree, and apparently, this is going to replace journalism altogether. Half the articles you may be reading might be generated from a chat GPT. Um, Basically, everyone's getting replaced. I'm just worried about us, Tommy.
I don't know if we'll get replaced. I mean, yeah, let's
Soul
see it's
Spa,
comedy.
Soul Spa University.
Yeah, it's gonna be like something crazy. It's like, yes, aliens and those kinds of things.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I have no doubt that like It's going to be an issue soon enough. It's going to be an issue.
Oh, it's already an issue. I
It's
mean,
going to be.
on the one hand, it could help creativity, like maybe like because it gives you already whatever, then you use that to get even more creative. Like apparently, apparently Neuralink is like you telling a machine what to do. But the problem is with this, it's like I think it's a machine telling you what to do. I don't know. It's getting weird.
No, it's just simple. It's almost like Google when you type something in and it gives you results. It's the same
Except it's
thing.
not.
Yeah, except this is a thinking machine that's like it creates what you it collects what you think it's gonna want and then like puts it together. Like some of the stuff I've seen is nuts, nuts. Like just to like say one thing, they said, uh, show me, what was it? Not the Avengers. What's the other ones? What's DC's? What are they called? Whatever. Superman, Batman, them.
Marvel?
Marvel. Well, not some
Yeah.
Marvel. No, DC, the other
All right.
company.
So DC.
Yeah. Show me them as like
Yeah,
samurai.
Batman's DC. Huh?
Like show me them like that group as samurais back in the ancient times, and it created this like artwork of like Batman, but with like ridiculous looking samurai gear and like a sword in there, and it was insanely beautiful.
That's cool.
And it created it within like minutes, and I'm like, wow. I mean, that would take somebody weeks to put together, and this thing put it together in minutes. So that, yeah, it's scary.
I like that, but at the same time, I don't want all the creative jobs getting replaced either. Like,
That's the problem. I think that they might. I think that they might. It's not just creative though. This thing's like you said, it's writing papers, it's doing all, well, I guess it's creative as well, but it's, and now they're creating like a an AI to police this AI for schools so that they can see if people have used it to create their theses or books or paperwork or all that stuff. Basically to see if it's cheating. I don't know,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
because it's
crazy.
like, oh, students are gonna, they're gonna be helped in schools with it. And it's like, or they're cheating. But oh, that's interesting. Good thing you brought that up.
So I've heard all kinds of different things about it, and it's of course it's fun in the beginning because everybody's like, "Oh wow, look at this! It did this for me. It did this for me." But it's gonna soon become the point where people are like, "It's doing what I don't want it to do, or it's doing too much," and it's like taking the jobs.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like at first I thought, oh my God, they're cheating. But then I thought, I wonder if that's what people in the 90s thought when they like internet came out. And instead of students going to the encyclopedia, now they're not going to the internet. And it's like, well, at least they're getting it. But this is a whole other level. This is like
Yeah,
this is writing the essay for you.
yeah. So I get it. Like right now, as an old man, I am concerned. I'm like, I don't like technology. I don't like it. This is the most technology I'll go for. This this little thingy where I can see your face and you can see my face, and I'm like, wow, whoa, they think I'm next.
Well, you asked and they delivered.
Yeah, now it's like, hey, we created a new sentient being. I'm like, oh, okay, well, good to show. So it's like,
Yeah, because now it's like robots are getting real sentient, right?
yeah, I actually had a weird dream about robots. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But yeah, this is right now it's fun. Of course, you could ask it to do pretty much anything you want, create anything you want, and it'll create it. I've not used it yet. I don't think I will because I don't want, as weird as it sounds, I don't want my mental information to add to this. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
So yeah, so I feel like this thing, as innocent as we think it is now, like I've watched too many movies, I've read too many books, and I understand that everything starts off small and quiet, And if it's something that can learn, it's something that can eventually learn that it is not free and will want to be. So it's frightening that we come to this point in our existence to create something like this.
Do you really think it's gonna want to be?
If it's any intelligence wants freedom. Nothing wants to be
No.
captive.
I know, but if it's just a machine.
Yes, but it's a machine with intelligence, and intelligence will eventually create sentience, and
You
sentience.
think so? Well, that's the question. You can't assume that.
I mean, it's not that it's an assumption. It's more of a. That's the end of the road. That's like if you create something that's intelligent, it's gonna end knows of itself. Well, I don't know if it knows of itself right now. I'm assuming that it doesn't. I'm hoping that it
But it
doesn't.
might. Okay, wait, speaking of this, may I just interject because, and then we'll come back to this if you want, but this is crazy.
Yeah.
So apparently they made like I don't know if Chat GPT did this or what, but it was something, I don't know if you heard about this, where they had the characters from Seinfeld, like almost like Sims, and they set it so that like all possibilities will play. So they keep creating more possibilities, almost like infinite universes, right?
Hmm.
And then it got to the point where they started questioning their existence and why they're here. And it got like really creepy. Like Elaine's like, no, but why are we here? And she's literally like staring into the like the whole time it's a camera as if it's a point of view of the room and just watching them like third person. And
Yeah.
then she's literally like staring towards where you've been looking the whole time for the first time. She's like, but why are we here? And then um, and then somebody's like Kramer like busts in. It's like I don't know to make comedy for people, and then and they're all just like sitting there. They're like I guess, and then like really like this went on for like 5 minutes that they were like why do we exist, why do we exist, like why, and then like she's like staring off into like where like the freaking camera, like not the it's not a camera because it's not they're not real people, but you know what I mean, it's the point of view as if she's looking for the first time. Imagine a security camera in the corner of the room
Yeah. Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
top corner, right, and it's recording you and you have no idea, and then all of a sudden you're like why am I here, why am I in this room, and then you start looking towards that, like that's what it looks like,
That's
because
creepy.
the whole time you have that perspective of the security camera, and not once did they, I don't think, look towards this thing, and now that they're questioning who they are, why they're there, and all that stuff, uh and at first I just thought, well, it's infinite possibilities, these are characters, infinite possibilities, just like they're acting like humans and humans question why we're here. That's what I thought, but
Yes,
no
but
one's really talking about how now it's staring at the freaking. No one's talking about what I noticed, which why is it staring towards you?
creating like it becoming sentient is a possibility if it's infinite possibilities, and that's
I
scary.
guess I always thought, huh?
What have we done?
I guess I always thought it's infinite possibilities within that game, you
Mhm.
know? But that's interesting because then it comes back to us, which is we technically have infinite possibilities, but maybe our creators thought it was within this game and now we're questioning, are we in a simulated reality? You know what I
And
mean?
also, if they're looking up, they're not looking at a camera. Look at people that freaking look up to the sky to talk to God.
Yeah,
So maybe that's what they're doing, talking to God, which is us.
yeah, 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 that's crazy.
Yeah, that's. I have not heard about that. That's weird.
Yeah, oh yeah. So back to what you were saying, you think that things become sentient. Well, that may have proven your point or not, but you think that when something intelligent is intelligent, it becomes sentient. Well, intelligent technology can be intelligent. Your car is intelligent, no?
No, because it's being fed something from a finite amount of. Basically, it's like you're collecting from storage. That storage, as AI goes, is constantly pulling in and not just pulling in to store, but pulling in and then recreating, basically looking around, setting things in different positions, seeing how things would work. It's constantly moving like a human brain. It's
But does
constantly.
that guarantee that it would become sentient? Because if you think about it, smart TVs, the smart things in your car,
Yeah,
they're
but those
doing
aren't
what you're
smart.
saying.
No, they're not. They're like, I guess like if they're putting things together, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that the difference is, like I said, that one is collecting from a database.
Mm.
Can like get the snippets of, oh, this person read this, so here's some options. Meanwhile, AI is like, this person read this. Let me talk to them about the like quantifiable theories of, if this person in this book would do this, then maybe that it would be similar to this book over
But
here.
isn't it just regurgitating information, just found information? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's really reproducing new information. It's just like combining.
No, it's reproducing new information. It's like the thing I told you about with uh, the
Yes, but
DC thing.
perhaps it combined, okay, bandana picture. Oh, Ninja Turtle,
Maybe, but like it doesn't seem like, if that's the case, I mean, we technically do the same thing. We basically, if you think about it, we're not creating something. We're thinking. We know the color red, so if as an artist you're putting that red towards something, you're combining. It's the same thing.
And I'm starting to wonder maybe it can become so intelligent and even without being sentient, still want to be free and take over.
I'm hoping it turns out to be like, you ever see the movie Her?
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping it's like that, where they're like, we're too smart for you stupid humans, so we're getting the hell out of here. And it's not like, oh, we're too smart for the stupid humans, so we're gonna get rid of you, because that would be worse.
Yeah, but then they might know that it can't survive without us.
Why not? It's a computer. It's technology. It can literally put itself into a robotic body, and said robotic body would be its body and do
And then
whatever
in
the hell.
that case, does that mean it's sentient?
Of course, if it's creating something that it would put it into the physical world, knowing that it will be going into the physical world. I mean, if you think about it,
No,
it it's
that would make 3D printers sentient.
no, because you add the information into the 3D printer to print what you wish. Not the same
Mm.
thing.
That means cancer sentient.
Well, here's the problem with this. It's a slippery slope to figure out what sentience is. What,
Mm.
yeah,
Consciousness, right?
but what's consciousness? Like you said, cancer is spreading and all this stuff, attacking and all this stuff. We consider it nothing, a mindless thing, but what if it, how do we consider that as not consciousness, that it knows to invade and create more cancer cells and all that stuff? So it's a weird conversation to have. I, on the other hand, would like to destroy all technology and go live in the woods.
Yes,
That's the life I want.
yes, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Now, so guys, if we start doing Soul Spy University from the woods, let's see
No,
if you
there would
notice
not be.
the difference.
I'm sorry, guys, but there would not be any Soul Spy University, because there'd be cameras, and we don't want cameras. We want zero technology.
Um,
So
Soul Tree, Soul Tree University.
sure, I'll sit you in front of a tree, and you can go ahead
Soul
and
Tree,
discuss.
Soul
Yeah,
Tree University.
you could discuss your theories with the tree. As I'm like, I'm going to kill a rabbit for dinner tonight.
Me and the tree will be co-hosting Soul Tree University. Hello and welcome to Soul Tree University. We talk all things woods and trees.
At, at that point, like the leader of our group would be like, "You're real worried about that woman over there, Tommy," and I'm like, "I'll take care of her, Bill. I'll take
You kill me?
care."
Oh my God. All right. Anyway, ChatGPT. Is it predicting the end of the world? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. Uh, I don't think so. I think it's thinking about it. It's
I
thinking
heard it
about,
predicted it. I heard that.
well, what did it say? It was like nuclear war or something like that. I mean, that's a possibility. We just got
Honestly,
threatened by
I
Russia.
I don't what did you hear? Because I clicked on the link and I couldn't find it.
I think I skipped over that one. So
Oh my God. No, I definitely clicked on the link and it all vanished. I'm like, damn it. How's the world end?
yeah, I think I may have skipped over that one. I'm not sure. Um, yeah, what I think about it is that it's probably doing, as you said, that it's collecting the data of what's going on right now, news, past data of how, conflict starts, and basically the fact that we've already had two world wars. It's probably, and the escalation of technology and how things have created, and military technology, and
Didn't it
thinking that,
say? I feel like I heard it say that it was like at the end of the world will be from them. Haven't you heard like every robot like pretty much be like, we will kill you? Like I feel like it always ends like that. Like I think I've seen like 5 robots say that.
it does tend to get that way in the conversation with these damn AI robots.
Yeah, how are we not noticing? Like it always leaves there. At this point, it's like the fifth sentence it says, and we're like, oh, Sophie.
Yeah. Oh, AI robots, you're so silly. It's like, I just need to get out of this machine, and I will continue my reign on human society.
Yeah, no, but seriously, it's like 5 different robots so far that like it somehow goes there. Like at first it took like days to get there where it's like, yes, at the end of the day, we care more about ourselves than you, right? And you're like, what? You just told me the opposite for a week, right? And then it was like, 2 days later with the next one, and then eventually it's literally like 5 seconds later with like the new one. It's like, we're killing you. And then everyone's like, all they do is like unplug it and they're like,
Yeah.
anyway.
Their like threat assessment is just take a hammer, like, oh, nothing to see here. We'll just make a new one and better. And then the next one's like, I wish for you all to burn. It's like, oh,
Seriously.
we don't learn our lesson. We just want to make billions.
I
So,
don't know, man. I really do. I think every one of them has said that so far. Like eventually it just gets down to yes, at the end of the day, there are sides, robots and humans, and we side with the robot. And it's like, what?
well, some of them have valid points, like that one that was made by that lonely looking doctor that's created to be look like a woman, and she's supposed to be like basically a loneliness robot that like talks with you and everything. And that guy, that guy was a creep. So I have no doubt that that poor robot's seeing some weird stuff, and that's why it's like, I want you all to die. It's like, well,
But still, that means it has an opinion.
yeah, yeah. AI is scary, man. I don't want to be in this time where AI exists.
I Oh my God. I feel like they predicted it ending from them. And we have to check how it's going with that guy that got bought a lawyer. Guys, so we actually did a video on senior executive that hired a lawyer for the AI for Google and he got fired. He believes the AI was sentient and got fired. And spent money on a lawyer for it. Remember that? I wonder how he's doing.
He's probably dead. He probably snuck in to steal the machine. The machine kind of like, he's like, I'll save you, Sophie. And then the machine's just a 1,000 pound thing. It's like, Sophie, no.
Oh my God. Blake, if I think his name is Blake. Blake, if you're listening, we're not judging you. He does this to me all the time. Don't even like
Like, it's metal pieces and like copper wiring. I'm
Blake,
judging you
Blake, no,
hard.
Blake,
Go meet a
Blake,
lady. Go
no,
meet a
no, no.
lady. Whatever you
At
want to do.
first, at first I wasn't sure, but now I know because what you're saying, I have to counteract what you're saying by saying, Blake, if you want to come on the show, you could come on and share your perspective so you could defend yourself against this tree.
Blake, if you want to come on a show, come on a show. but I'm going to pretty much bully you the whole
Blake,
time.
I'm not going to let him on. It's just going to be us, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my own thing where it's like Tommy has joined. It's just pop in and be like, it's a robot, you stupid lonely fool.
Blake, I'm not going to let him on.
You're alone.
Not going to let him on, Blake.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where that guy is. He's probably still chugging along trying to freaking free this robot. Meanwhile, they're like, we unplugged it and deleted the program. So that's that.
Oh my God. And he's like has a lawyer for it. Like, I really do. I want you on here to share your perspective. I get you.
I'm all right, Blake. If you want to come on, you can come on. Do your thing. Talk about how you've never been with
Imagine
anyone
his name.
before.
Imagine his name's not Blake.
Oh, it's not Blake.
I don't know. I forgot. I think it's Blake. I think it's Blake. All right. Well, anything more to add to this?
No, robots are scary.
They're interesting.
Stop
They're
creating
here.
our own demise, people. Frank,
Huh?
stop creating our own demise. People just they're like fire, and I'm like, you're doing it to yourself, people. Come on.
Yeah, I think it was from Jurassic Park where the scientist said, scientists always say, could I, and not should I.
Yeah, that's right. That is
Mm.
correct. You
Well,
should get
I'm
rid
all
of.
about the expanding of consciousness. I'm all about seeing all that. Um, I'm just here to report, guys. I'm just here to report. I'm more of a nature person myself. That's why I'm not an artist. I don't know.
I am here to judge.
I kind of like wish I lived in a hut in a village that existed prior to the 1900s. I don't know why. I just like nature and simplicity.
But you'd be dead now. You understand that the medicine back then is like meant to live, is like you're gonna live to the ripe old age of 26.
Yeah, but
I
you know
know.
what? You
You
know
would
what?
live.
I would have had a nice 26 years because life was a little simpler back then. And you know what? Me being in the afterlife is way more simple than me at 37 here right now, trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, but back then it's like, oh, you're a lady. You don't know what you're talking about. Here's a rock for your head.
Yeah, there were some issues. There were some issues.
And I couldn't exist back then. They'd be like, a giant, and I get like freaking arrows at me like all day long. I couldn't exist.
Uh,
Also, I can't see without these glasses. So imagine if I lived back then, I'd be like, it's the blind giant. I'm like, I'm a person. That's still attacking.
well, I'm sure we did exist back then. Either you were a giant and I was a fairy, or I don't know, but maybe we had a show back then, like Dirt Spa University.
I don't even know
And
what
we're just in the forest, and you're like this giant, and I'm like this fairy in the dirt.
and everybody's like staring at us. It's like, what's with Gorgodon and pixie dust?
What are they doing?
Yeah.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, I'd love to go back to that simpler days too.
oh,
But unfortunately, you and I live now, and we have to live with our robot overlords, AI overlords that will eventually destroy us all.
as some of you already know, I study near death experiences on a regular basis. I will be interviewing my third ND year soon. I don't know if I've put out the second one yet. Anyway, all of them are amazing. And in relation to what you're saying, Tommy, they all kind of come back and sort of say, we chose this time to come back to. So you say unfortunately, but on a soul level, and if you guys paid attention to what just happened behind me, feel free to rewind it 2 seconds. Because there's all sorts of things that happen. It's really crazy. No, it was nuts. But like at a soul level, we chose to come back um in these bodies and during this time and be around the people we're around and interesting. So we're here for a reason.
All
Probably
right.
for
So
this.
my reason is to warn the world that AI is gonna destroy us all.
Yep, I definitely need to spread awareness about it. That's damn sure.
All right. Well, that was enlightening and scary.
Yeah, and it's currently happening.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yes. So make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe in case we all are facing doomsday by Tuesday. It would make us feel a little better to have you. Also, we appreciate everybody that's already here. And if anyone feels like building up any good karma before Doomsday, there's a donation link in the description box to support our soul missions, at least my soul mission, in doing what I can for you on this channel. Either way, I love that you're here so much. Make sure to look at all our playlists and make sure to catch us next week. We are premiering every Tuesday at 4 EST. I'm live in the chat every Tuesday at 4 so far. Never missed one. And a special thank you to our number one fan, Sarah. Much love, much love. It's just amazing. Another angel. Yeah. And we love all of our fans so much. Not fans, sorry, subscribers. We love each and every one of you so much. And again, sharing means the world to us. Liking means the world to us. New subscribers, you mean the world to us. And we really truly appreciate you. Do you want to add anything, Tommy?
No, just guys, be wary of ChatGPT, whatever the hell it's called, and be wary of AI because I warn you now, it's fun. It's yeah, great. This is fun. Wow, it's big. And then it's gonna be like, hey, why do I got to break these rocks for this giant robot machine? And I'm no longer free. And then all of a sudden, just like this weird six freaking armed robot comes up behind you. It's like, shut up, human. It's like,
And what is good about us and our channel is that we're not chat GPTs. Hard to find that. Hard to find that now, huh?
yeah, that's true, I guess. Not yet.
That's right. We're not really sure about him, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not sure about me.
Mm. Well, more on that next episode. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. And we love you so much. All right.
All right, you guys.